What's up, YouTube? It's your boy What's Up G back with another banger, and I am the best reporting on hip hop. Now they saying Floyd Mayweather broke. From if you like me, then you know that he just was 2 weeks ago saying that he got over 100 condos in New York. I'm trying to make it make sense. If you just like me, let's make it make sense. I don't know.
I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money.
I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
Stephen A. Smith reveals shocking claims that Floyd Mayweather may be facing bankruptcy after allegedly being involved in a $402 million scam. Despite making over $700 million from just 2 fights, Mayweather now seems to be in trouble. While his legacy as a boxing great remains, financial troubles may be catching up to him.
Are you holding other fighters accountable, like Floyd, for example? I mean, Floyd doesn't even know his opponent's name, so are you holding him accountable too, that Floyd should still be fighting people that, you know, he at least people that know that his opponent's name and stuff? Are you saying the same thing?
Hold on. A couple things. Number one, last time I checked, Floyd retired. These are exhibitions that he had. I don't even count these. Floyd will tell you that himself. When Floyd, I didn't count Conor McGregor as a boxing match. That was a damn exhibition. I ain't paying no attention to that with Floyd. No way on earth. Not at all. That's number one. Number two, here's where you have to give Floyd his respect. He's a pioneer from the standpoint of his willingness to buy himself out of the contract with Top Rank, free himself up, and not be a prisoner to the promoter. So albeit in a different kind of fashion that Jake is doing it to some degree, Floyd's a pioneer in that regard. And the kind of thing that Jake has taken to another level, Floyd initiated. Julia, that is true.
I understand he initiated, but do you think it tarnishes his name to now be taking these bullshit I can't even say it. No, you don't think it does at all?
No. Here's the reason why. He's retired.
Yeah, I don't know if she's not understanding English. I don't know if 2 is over here and 2 is over there, and it's just not. But yeah, he pioneered the game within saying, no, I'm going to buy myself out of my contract, become my own promoter. How much do you think Mike Tyson wishes he had the information that Floyd would have had? And now you got guys like Tank doing the same thing. He's emboldened to do the same thing because he's seen somebody else do it just right before him. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then with Jake took it to the next level because he ain't worked with nobody. Jake was super gangster with it. Jake was like, yo, we going to book the venue. We going to book the promoter. We going to book the different, like Nike. We going to bring in the alcohols and all that stuff. He did all that stuff from the muscle. And he working with the different streaming partners. If you ain't giving up the right amount of the bag, Jake is going around the different streaming partners that want to blow up, and he getting the best bag that he can find. Yeah, he a one-stop shop and all this. So yeah.
Number one. Number two, he had already proved himself as a world champion, made a whole boatload of money, got $700 million in 2 fights, for crying out loud. He did all of that stuff. Then he retired, and he's announced that essentially these are exhibitions. He's just having fun with it because he's getting old. He's 45 years old now, and he did what he came to do. That's entirely different than a 25-year-old on the come up, knocking people out, okay? I mean, that's an entirely different ballgame, dude. It's not the same.
Stephen A. Smith has witnessed firsthand the lavish lifestyle Floyd Mayweather leads, including his mansion, luxury cars, and private jet. Smith is well acquainted with Floyd's financial success, having seen the fruits of his hard work and discipline. His exposure to Floyd's wealth gives Smith a deep understanding of the financial empire Mayweather has built, offering a unique perspective on the athlete's business acumen and money management.
What's your definition of toy?
Well, private jet, Enzo, Bugatti. Let's walk over here. I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. It's a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys?
I haven't seen these?
No.
Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. silver, platinum, Miami, black, LA, white, Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York?
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me
Yes.
are in.
I ain't gonna hold you. As a kid, I thought this was fly. Now I'm in my late 20s. This is looking a little irresponsible. I don't know.
Excess of 15 to $20 million.
Let me see what's the number. We go through one.
And you don't drive them.
It's close to 15 million. You're right. It's close to 15 million.
New reports have raised doubts about Floyd Mayweather Jr. IPI's claims of investing in a $402 million Manhattan apartment portfolio just over a month after Mayweather announced his biggest deal yet, acquiring 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Business Insider reported that no such deal appears to have occurred. Floyd recently posted a video on Instagram claiming he bought 6 apartment buildings, stating that they are all his properties with no partners involved. However, Business Insider has contradicted these claims, stating that the ownership of the buildings remains unchanged and they are not Mayweather's, as he stated. Many are left questioning why Mayweather would make such a bold, untrue claim about his financial dealings.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right, well, now we're trying to...
I think the slide shows did him in. I think he could have got away with the cat. But you can't take pictures in front of the building because if you're from New York, you're going to put 2 and 2 together. I know Philly like the back of my hand. If you say I own these buildings, well, I got a half brain on my shoulder. I can actually see if you own the buildings or if something's been changed or something like that. So that probably did him in. And then the second part with Business Insider reporting it, that's a bad joke because that's where all the business heads that want to know stuff, people read in these magazines. So it's, oh man.
Figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a black spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is widely recognized as the
Okay, so it sounds like he does own it technically, and Business Insider being messy then that's I gotta keep it a beam. Business Insider being messy then. Because if he does own shares in it, then yeah, he does have the right to say that he's an owner. He has that right. If you know anything about stocks, you know anything about owning pieces of portfolios within real estate, then you would technically be an owner. Now, you're not a majority owner. You're not out here making decisions on things, no. But Business Insider, if he's put money towards that portfolio, then yeah, then he will own a piece of it. And the money that he went in and bought that piece of the portfolio, they're probably gonna go back in and do renovations and stuff like that to keep the properties going. Because the property, if the portfolio was sold to him, then the property's already making a certain amount of money every year, and it's projected to make a certain amount within the next 10 years. So he bought into that. Now, to sustain that, they probably got to do renovations and stuff like that the original owners don't want to pay for. it's no different than like a sports franchise selling a piece of the franchise and then they allocate that money within the franchise. So Business Insider, it sounded like they might have been being a little messy.
Highest paid boxer of all time, a title he earned through his unmatched skill in the ring and his ability to promote himself. He retired from professional boxing in 2017, leaving behind a legacy of incredible performances and record-breaking paydays. However, after his retirement, Mayweather didn't shy away from making high-profile purchases, including mansions in Los Angeles and other luxury items that symbolized his wealth. Despite his financial success, reports have surfaced suggesting that Mayweather faced significant financial challenges. One of the most notable issues was his $22.2 million debt to the IRS, which played a pivotal role in his decision to come out of retirement and take on exhibition fights.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Mayweather's comeback wasn't just motivated by the desire to box again, but by a financial need. After facing mounting debts and extravagant expenses, he decided to face YouTuber Logan Paul in an exhibition match. However, Logan Paul made a shocking claim after the fight. He accused Mayweather of not paying him the agreed-upon $3 million for the exhibition bout. Logan took to social media to voice his frustration, suggesting that Floyd had not followed through on their financial agreement.
Did you fight Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose?
Nah,
What happened?
he paid me. I wish you'd pay me.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You got it on you by any chance?
I have in Nigerian money. I'll give you 10 million in Nigerian money. That's about $1,100. So is that your only loss was Floyd?
No, I didn't lose. It was an exhibition, so there's no loser.
There's no loser in exhibition?
No.
So you both are winners? It's like a tie. It's
I
not a
don't
good
know.
feeling. It's like tongue kissing your sister or something. It's not a great feeling.
The controversy surrounding Mayweather's finances didn't go.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna hold you. All right, so I'm gonna say both sides of it. You know, I keep it real on this page, so that's why I kind of went on Business Insider. I know it'd probably be dope for the video for me just to go along with the broke narrative, but we gonna keep it real here. And we also gonna say the other side where Floyd, you were just stuck in Saudi Arabia, and Tank was saying it's because you was broke. Your friend stole something and you couldn't pay it back. You was stuck out Saudi for like 6 months. We thought you was kidnapped, bro. We thought you was done out here. We was like, yo, them people over there, like, man, we might have to get Joe Biden to bring bro back. Yeah, bro. So we've been hearing about the financial issues, and Tank Davis said the reason why he ain't messing with Floyd because Floyd was messing with the money. Now, I don't think Floyd's broke. I think he's having a hard time maintaining his lifestyle. Let's talk about it. Let's go back to the beginning a little bit. Where I said, like, a lot of this stuff kind of seems a little, just out of control. Like this, like, why do you need all this stuff? In your younger years, yeah, but now that you're getting older, all this stuff just ain't cool. All this stuff is unnecessary. All this stuff is going to bring you down. And you probably still living like this. We also seen a couple months ago, some of his workers out Vegas was boycotting his job. I mean, boycotting his business because they wasn't getting paid. So what we're seeing is a theme of people around Floyd Mayweather saying that Floyd is broke and he's not paying us. That's fair. It's the people that worked at your job. It was Jake Paul. It was Tank Davis. It's now Business Insider. Like, everybody's saying the same thing. Like, this dude, and 50 said it 8 years ago. What the problem was. 50 said it 8 years ago. He said, yo, he got to keep fighting because he get paid $40 million a fight, then go blow it. Then he got to fight again in a year and a half. He said that's how you living. And now fast forward 8-10 years later and you still trying to live like that, you can't maintain that. You get what I'm saying? In the words of Shannon Sharp, look at all of the NFL players and rappers that was balling 10-20 years ago. Where they at now? You can't sustain that lifestyle 20 years later. Look at Birdman. Birdman low-key, bro. He a low-key bull, low-key. You can't sustain that lifestyle. What Lil Wayne doing? Lil Wayne dropping albums and he on ESPN. You can't sustain that lifestyle. It doesn't make sense. It's a braggadocious lifestyle. The lifestyle you're trying to sustain is to impress people. Money don't work that way. Money gets used for other things. Money doesn't multiply from impressing people. When you learn money, that was never something you was going to learn, that money multiplies from impressing people. So that's where he's at. I think he's having a hard time maintaining this lifestyle. Like, because what's his tab every month just to maintain his life? Floyd's tab monthly, I don't know what his plus minus is, but like all these cars, all these homes, all these businesses that might not be in the green, his plus minus might be all messed up. I'm just keeping it a beam. And he might have been boxing to offset his plus minus, thinking I'm going to get it together. And it might just be snowballing and getting worse. That's how I kind of see this situation. I'm actually a Floyd Mayweather fan, but on this channel, we keep it a beam. We call it how we see it. Let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think Floyd Mayweather is going broke? I don't think he's going broke, but I think he can't maintain this lifestyle anymore. And I'll tell you why it's a lifestyle that he wants to maintain. Because the same way he just low-key capped about the 400 apartment units in New York, why would you come out and say that and do all that? Because you want to be seen as somebody who's smart. 50 Cent kind of took that from him, so he's always trying to seem like he's smart. And he wants to project this lifestyle on everybody. You get what I'm saying? I just had 400 units. Oh, da, 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 da. You get what I'm saying? It's in his head. He's trying to project like he's all these things. And if it's going left, he's still going to try to project it because that's what he came here to do from the beginning. So yeah, I hope Floyd doesn't go out like some of the greats from the past. You want to see him go out on top. He left out the game with all his faculties. The exhibition matches and all that stuff pointed to a lot of stuff going on in his career that I think we all could kind of see, but we didn't. I know I didn't want to look at it like that. And I'm gonna also say this about Floyd. On the way down, bro, you're not gonna get no sympathy. So you gotta, I would say, change up your lifestyle and do you. I mean, what do I mean? Like, who am I? But I would just say on the way down, Floyd, you're not gonna get no sympathy. Because when you was on your way up and when you hit your peak, you was giving the world everything they could handle. I mean, from the media couldn't say nothing to you. You ripped their head off. Your family couldn't say nothing to you. You ripped their head off. The fans from the other side, you teased them every Cinco de Mayo. And even your fans on your side, you kind of alienated us. Because I was a young boxer. I kind of lived vicariously. I loved watching Floyd. I was in the hood. I was right at the boxing gym on 52nd and King Sesson and in West Philly. If you're from Philly, then you know. And I just got to say, like, after watching your career, bro, you're not going to get a pass on the way down. All right? So, I mean, me personally, I would hope that he falls gracefully and he just gets to go into his second phase in life. If he messed up with Tank financially, which is what it seems like Tank is always saying, it would have been nice if that could have ended a little bit better and he could have just went off into that phase in life. But yeah, let me know in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about Floyd Mayweather. Is Floyd Mayweather going broke? And how do y'all feel about this? Like, do y'all feel like he can bounce back? Or it's like, man, you done pooped on everybody that ever was associated with you. Why do we care that you're going broke? I can see both sides. All right, it's your boy, What's Up, G? And I am the realest reporting on hip-hop and entertainment. You feel me? You see how I be doing that? How I say the real, then I give you my opinion at the end. That's what make me the realest, and that's what make me the best. Everybody just gonna go with the Jones and try to create a narrative to get views. No, I love being the realest, man. I love being the realest. All right, it's your boy, What's Up, G? If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, I love y'all. I'm out, y'all.